wrestling fans. This week on Top Rope TV, unfortunately, Ken Stryker was busy on assignment, so he was unable to introduce this week's episode. So this week, I'm going to introduce the whole show on Top Rope TV. So without further ado, let's get to the Fenceman exclusive, where I am live at the Lansdale Zombie Walk, where you're going to get to see footage from the Lansdale Zombie Walk. In addition, you'll get to see this week's Fenceman exclusive match that I recorded up at Warriors of Wrestling up in Staten Island, New York. So without further ado, here is the Fenceman exclusive on Top Rope TV. The Fenceman here on this week's Fenceman exclusive on Top Rope TV. This week I have a special surprise for you guys. This week I'm here live on location at the Lansdale Zombie Walk. Now, before I cut to tonight's Fenceman exclusive, before I get to tonight's Fenceman exclusive match, I'm going to bring to you live coverage here at the Lansdale Zombie Walk. Now I'm getting made up, bring to you guys live coverage here at the Lansdale Zombie Walk. Then tonight's match of the night from Warriors of Wrestling in Staten Island. This is the Fenceman. I'm back, all painted up and all zombified at the Lansdale Zombie Walk. Let me show you around here in this Fenceman exclusive. And then we go to our match of the night at Warriors of Wrestling, Staten Island, New York. But for now, Lansdale Zombie Walk, here we go. Brains! Did somebody say brains? Wow, that's an awesome zombie walk this year, as always. Now, for our match of the night, Warriors Wrestling match of the night. Warriors Wrestling, Staten Island, New York. Enjoy the match. Go.
And their opponents.
This has definitely been an awesome episode of Top Rope TV, Fenceman exclusive. Hope you guys like that match on the Fenceman exclusive on Top Rope TV. I'm going to put up an ad right now. This is for a children's cancer fundraiser for Corinne Strong. you can see all the details on the flyer. But here at Top Rope TV, that's one thing we are greatly supporters of, is children's cancer and helping out kids and families with children with cancer. So if you would look at this this flyer that I'm going to put up next, just look at that for the details, and just go to the GoFundMe page to do what you can to help this little girl and help her family out. So hope you guys can help out. Any little bit helps. Thanks. Wow, I hope you guys enjoyed that edition of the Fenceman exclusive on Top Rope TV. Now, without further ado, let's get to the next segment, which is a segment that makes people think, that people wonder about. Gee, what segment is that? None other than the Ian Short segment. Take it away, Ian. That was it. That was, that was short. Well, pun intended. Well, thank you, Ian. That was another amazing short segment here on Top Rope TV. Now, the segment you all have been waiting for. It is this week's Top Rope Wrestling Rewind. This is actually a match that I recorded myself, which is Manny Strong, King Selfie himself, versus Ben Rivers in the battle for the UIWA World Television title. So, without further ado, here it goes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has begun. This is match number 2 in the best of 5 series for the UIWA World Television Championship, as the challenger, King Selfie himself, Manny Strong, heads down the ringside. And whoa! Vicious attack from the champion, Ben Rivers, not waiting for his own introduction.
What's up? Huh?
Ben looking for a lot of payback, considering that he missed the first match in this best of 5 series because of Manny Strong's attack of him following their first match a couple of weeks ago. Manny delivered a vicious chair shot. The doctors still urged Ben to take 2 more weeks off, but Ben Rivers, being the fighting champion that he is, refused to. Barely wanted to take 1 week off, but that was the minimum amount that the doctors would allow Ben to take off. And you can tell right now that Manny is definitely trying to re-introduce that concussion. Vicious head blows and followed by 2 headbutts and gets only a 2 count. Manny put the bad mouth to Ken Stryker, who was asked by Top Rope officials to redon the stripes due to the actions of Johnny Logan, the boss himself, following that super kick at the end of the street fight last week that Manny won, as El Guerrero represented Ben Rivers in that.
Give it up, boy.
Ben, do you want to throw it in?
Give it up.
Manny got Ben locked up in the ropes.
Give it up, bro.
Ben, do you want to throw it in?
Normally a rope break would be the forfeit, the end of the move, the breakage, but this is false count anywhere. The ropes can't save you.
Ben, do you want to throw it in?
Because I don't have to listen. You got your bodyguard around you?
You don't even know who that is.
Manny putting the bad mouth to ringside officials. A couple of more clubbing blows to the shoulder blades. Oh, from that second rope, a diving foot stomp.
You don't make me hurt you.
And Manny with that vicious kick sends Ben Rivers to the outside. And this is where this match gets its name: pinfall, submission, anywhere. Ooh! Diving forearm shot off the ropes. Almost puts Ben's head through the table.
Good. Everything's legal.
Ben not looking too good right here. We don't know how much more damage that concussion has done to him. And this is something we've seen Manny do the last few weeks, is choke out his opponents using their own shirt. Just showing the vicious nature. Ooh. Shot to the back of the head to Ben by Manny. Whoa. Vicious low blow. Only move Ben could get out. Ooh, returning the favor for the forearm shot to the between the shoulder blades.
Manny, you want to throw it in?
After a clubbing blow like that down south, I wouldn't have blamed Manny for throwing it in. Vicious right sending Manny back down to the ground.
You want to give up?
Manny's also going into this not with the right head. Ever since his incident with Slim Whiskey in his when he was going after the Top Rope Wrestling Championship, he has not really have been all there, you could say. And I don't mean that in the sarcastic way. I mean, you could definitely tell that something happened. Whoa! Ben sets up the chairs and Manny reverses and throws him through it.
Ben, you want to throw it in? Yo, keep your
Manny
hands
throwing the
off.
referee out of the way. And Manny's gone through a dramatic attitude change ever since that match with Slim Whiskey.
Keep selfie do from now on. It's what I do from now on. It's what I do.
And what he does is he's been hurting Ben week after week. If not physically, then mentally, sending out his messages.
Give me the belt.
Both of these guys going one-on-one. Manny majorly angry that since that match with Slim Whiskey, he has gone through the fans turning on him and chanting Vomit City or Pukeplex City. Ooh, back body drop right there on the floor. The only thing between that hard floor and Manny's back was that very, very thin play matting. Ben only able to get a 2 count off of that. That play matting is not very thick, ladies and gentlemen.
Manny, I'm going to start counting you out if you don't get up. 1, 2, 3,
Ken Stryker starting to count out Manny.
4.
Ooh! Ben with the running kick, getting Manny's head stuck between his foot and the ring post. 2 count on the floor. At this point, you got to ask yourself, is this just instinct by Manny Strong, or is it determination for wanting that UIWA World Television Championship? And now Ben contemplated using that wrench, but turns around and goes back to those rights.
Manny, answer me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very reminiscent of when he challenged Slim Whiskey for the world title.
Yeah, how about it, man?
He refused to answer to any of the referee's responses. Boom! Ben sent him face first into that pole one more time.
Manny, come on.
Ken Stryker with a look of concern on his face. Ben rolls him over. 1, 2.
Come on!
Ben very frustrated at himself.
You know what?
But like I said, this might just be instinct by Manny Strong.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
And now Ben's getting ready to set him up. It looks like he's getting ready for that Kool-Aid twist. Kick to the
Let me
midsection.
take a selfie!
Mocking Manny. Ooh, and delivers the Manny's own selfie DDT. Like I said, that matting is not very thick.
1, 2, 3,
And that was the exclamation point, and a humiliating exclamation point.
Don't touch me. I told you.
Which you gotta say is a bit of vindication for Ben Rivers. Ooh.
Get him next time, alright? Get him next time.
Ken Stryker stopping another
Who
beat
took my
down.
belt?
On the table.
Able to talk Manny from taking that beating from Ben again.
I told you, man. To be the champ, you gotta beat the champ. We're now 3-0.
Referencing their first three matches they had, but technically it's now 1-1 between Manny and Ben. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like King Selfie's going to need some help to the back after that match. And we're going to take a short break right after this. And, oh!
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, unsportsmanlike. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Ben, we just want to get some post-match comments from you.
Shoot.
What is your thoughts on your match tonight with taking your first win in the best of 5 series?
Listen, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I was going to squash him like a cockroach and scrape him off the bottom of my boot. Now, as far as the track record between me and Manny Strong, I believe I'm 3-0 against Manny. If my math is right, that's 3 wins to none against Manny Strong.
Well, sending your tag team partner El Guerrero last week, and that does count against you.
Listen, that was not my fault. The doctors specifically said that I couldn't, even against my will. They held me back. They restrained me because I was trying to fight to get out of the facility I was in. They had to strap me down and hit me up with some sedatives, and it sucked. What the heck was that? Who's stinging around me? Anyway, the simple fact is this. As far as the series goes, Manny, you got 1, me, I got 1. We're tied. But there's still 3 more matches to go. Granted, all I need is 2 more wins, but you might get lucky like you did the first match.
Next match is a submission match. How do you prepare for that?
How do I prepare for that? I'm going to have to make some phone calls to a couple old buddies of mine to show me a little thing or two. Submissions aren't exactly my thing. I'm more of a brawler. I'll go out there, whoop some ass, and leave. But as far as submissions goes, I believe I'm going to call my buddy. I think you all know him. Rob Prefontaine, you know that guy? Yeah, I'm going to give him a shout and see what's going on with that. See if he can show me a few things in that ring. Now my head hurts. If you can just leave it. If you have no other questions for me, please.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Really? You're going to grab a fan like that?
Ken, please. It's not even about you right now. It's not even about the fans right now. I told you I don't even like the fans. Why you keep bringing them up to me?
Because
Ben.
it's going to cost us...
Ben! You are getting in so much trouble day by day, week by week. You want to come out here and pull out those little games you pulled out today? Huh? Kick my head into the side of the pole of the ring? Got me dizzy? Backdrop me on the floor like that, Ben? You think I just threw you and get some chairs? That was fun? Ben, this is going to get serious. I am so
Hey,
You have big
I
problems.
only have a second. I'm very busy.
I'm sick and tired of you,
Look at
Mr.
see what time
Logan.
it is? Listen, I'm not even talking to him right now, so give this to him and he'll get it.
Mr. Strong, you have been fined for putting your hands on a fan.
I've been fined? You fined me 5,000? You fined me? Because a fan came inside the building and disrespected King Selfie? I'm gonna tell you something, Ben. You will pay for that fine. And Mr. Logan, I'm already starting to see the things going on around here. I'm already picking up things around here. Logan, Ben, y'all forming a little team. King Selfie is gonna have to start doing things really dangerous, really bad around here. Rules don't apply when it comes to King Selfie. $5,000 for a fan? A fan wasn't worth $5,000. His life wasn't worth $5,000. I'm gonna hurt one of these fans. I'm gonna hurt you, Ben. Then I'm gonna hurt the boss, Mr. Logan.
Alright guys, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Top Rope TV. Man, we had a great show tonight. You guys got to see plenty of action in the Fenceman exclusive, as well as coverage from the Lansdale Zombie Walk, the Ian Shorts segment. That's it for Top Rope TV tonight, and as my man Johnny Logan would always say, keep your wrestling in a headlock, and tune in again next week for Top Rope TV.